Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Excellencies, honorables, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I have to apologize for not being able to join your assembly tonight. I am on assignment in a very remote location in the Arctic, not easily accessible, a tiny island at about 3 hours by small boat from Igloolik, or 45 minutes by helicopter in the middle of the Fox Basin. There, we are filming interaction between a huge congregation of thousands of walruses and a number of polar bears looking for food. I began my travels in the Arab world in 1964 with the pearl divers of Bahrain Island in the Arabian Gulf, and I first went to Yemen in 1972 in my early 30s. There was no rational explanation for doing so. As a young man, I was attracted by the history, sceneries, the fabulous architecture, and more than anything else, by the Yemeni people. Maybe I had in mind the descriptions of early travelers and writers from the 19th century. My first encounter of Sana'a was a shock, and my discovery of the rest of the country comforted me in the exceptional cultural and historical richness of the country. I was fascinated and quickly hooked up, as many other visitors have been since. Then I went back in 1973 to shoot the film that you will see tonight. I lived there for 8 months in the heart of the old city of Sana'a, learning to know the Yemeni people and feeling at the end of my stay as one of them. At that time, there were no asphalt roads in Yemen except Sana'a Hodeidah, and we had to follow the trails on exhausting treks, but the reward at the end of the day was always more than expected. I came back many times up to 1978, and I must confess that at a point I have been on the verge of deciding to live there forever. However, I realized I was certainly more useful outside than inside the country, since I could try to bring the attention of large audiences throughout Europe, Indian Ocean, West Indies, and that part of the Arabian Peninsula civilization in their own words. Then, new filming projects led me to other parts of the Arab world, such as Iraq, Syria, Sahara Desert. Once we decided to settle in Canada, I naturally looked up to the polar desert to experience another type of life. But I never forgot the past, and I was always looking into the possibility of going back to Yemen. We had the opportunity to do so last December with my wife Danielle, thanks to our friend Khadija Al-Salami, who supported us and managed in every possible way to send us back to the Queen of Sheba's land. For us, it was like a pilgrimage, since we had been hiking through the mountains back in 1976 on our first honeymoon trip together. Of course, the land has changed in many ways and presents different faces, but the heartbeat of the country is still the same. I wish to be able to build up a new film project about Yemen in the coming years. Seen from outside, one could think that life is a cycle. For me, I will put it in a simple way, my own way related to my past activities. Life is the only film that you can never rewind by any means. I wish to all of you a very good celebration tonight. Enjoy the film, A Slice of Yemen in 1973. Shukran.